Hello everybody, welcome to the 13th tutorial in the series that Bash through scripting. This is called Wheels, and in the last two tutorials we went over Club 9, the Bash logic fixing, and we went over a lot of commands like the oak, the trim, the cut, and we went over sub-processing using the triple angle brackets and the piping. We also created a while loop to fix the logic, and we said why it's not the most efficient way to fix the logic. In fact, we could have fixed the logic using a simple change in the if statement, which is just what we explained at the end of the two tutorials. And we fixed the logic in the in the remove member function and the access member function. We also went to escape characters. We gave them a visit, and they were good. And let's see, and we went over a lot of commands here, and a lot of fighting with the logic. So let's now get a break, although not a total break. Let's try something new in Club 10 to Bash, which is handling, or let's keep it handle, command line arguments. Perfect. And let's go here and let's give it an infamous until loop. It's time for the until loop finally to have a place in the program. And let's give that here a done, just to make things in order. And in case $1 in, and let's end the case. Perfect. And let's go here. So in case it's a register, then what we'll do is invoke the register member function. In case it's access, then what we'll do is access member. And finally, we're going to remove. So that's remove. Wow, I have a lot of difficulties typing. Remove member. And well, that's it. So what the program does is, until the number of command line arguments, and $# means the number of command line arguments applied to a program. Let me make a quick demo about that. Let's nano command line arguments number dot bash. Let's give the shebang. No, that's not ba. And echo $#. Now let's move that here, keep it always on top, and let's run bash, and it says 0. This is because no command line argument has been supplied to the program. However, if we do supply some arguments like first argument, second argument, and third argument, then what we get is 3, which means that I have supplied 3 command line arguments. That's perfect. So we say until the command line arguments are less than 1, then in case the first argument is register, then we invoke the register member function. If it's access, then we invoke the access member function, and if it's remove, then we invoke the remove member function. And then what we expect the program to do, for example, if we type club 10, bash, not bath, bash club 10 dot bash, and we, for example, type register and then access and then remove. What we expect it to do is first register, then move on to the access member function, and then move on to the remove member function. However, this is not what happens because we never told the program to move on to the next argument. That's what we expected, but no, not what you expect happens in programming. You have to tell it this. We have to tell it to shift no, save. And well, okay, I'll do this later. So what we make here is use a shift command, which means that please, after dealing with the first command line argument, get it out of the way and move on to the next. And then the next command line argument becomes the first, and we continue the case loop until we're done with all the arguments. Now if we do bash club 10 to bash without any command line arguments, it works perfectly. And let's say we are going to register member, and that'd be maybe, well, let's remove club.text. And let's bash. How many times have we removed that in the last two tutorials? Let's register, and let's say, well, or yeah, no deviation. And please enter your age is 15, and then it works as expected. We're really not adding cold wheels and clubmaster now. But if we do invoke it with a register member, a command line argument register, it should directly move on to the register member function. And if we do press enter just to execute it, in fact, this is not what happens. The reason is this whole piece of code is located after it reads the choice, so that if I register a member, it says please enter your name. And in fact, this is not the register member, this is not that register member being executed, it's this one, because we supply the register member function here. To make things clear, we're going to remove a member, and then it says 1. It says please enter the membership code of the member you want to remove. And in fact, if we invoke the register member function and this doesn't execute, then it should really go to 1 register member function. However, since we did a choice and then it says that, hey, you have a command line argument, it's what it's removed, so I'm going to the remove member function. This is what happens. To fix this logic, it's really easy. We're going to copy this or cut this piece of code, and no, keep that choice. And we're going to move it in between the read and the let's move that here just to make things tidy. We're going to move it in between the read and the logo of the program. And in this case, what it will first do is, for example, if we say register, then it says please enter your name directly without telling you to enter a number first. Now this is weird, since it says register member is 1, access member is 2, remove a member is 3, 4 to 9 quit, and it then says please enter your name. This is really weird. You should not do this. You should not print the logo before the command line arguments have all been processed, and that's why we're going to cut this, and we're going to paste that here and then remove that back to normal. In this case, if we register, it says please enter your name, and then we say, well, we're cold wheels, and it says please enter your age, and we're at, what was that, 24 maybe? And it says hi cold wheels, you're accepted and welcome to the cold wheels club. And then it prints the register member, X member, remove or quit choices. Now there is a little more thing we're going to do here, which is welcome to the cold wheels club should really be printed before we do anything, not in the middle of the process. So we're removing this, control X that, and then removing that here. So that in case, well, let's first check club text to see if cold wheels have been added, and he is in the club, and let's bash that, and it says welcome to the cold wheels club, and it says please enter your name, and hey, that's interesting. So that's the cold wheels club, and cold wheels is not a gold member. That's weird. Please enter your name, and club master, it says please enter your age, yours at 37, and then it says hi club master, you're accepted in the club, your membership type is, and then it says register member and gives the choices. Just to make the choices stand out, we're going to give it two echoes, echo and echo, and you can do this in bash, which is make a semicolon and then write another command directly in the same line. So we're going to let's first cat club text again, and club master is there. Then we say welcome to the club, and please enter your name, and then my name is well, what was that? Maybe it's Joan. And please enter your age, we're at 13. And it says hi Joan, and then it leaves 2 lines because of the 2 echoes. And we know that echo automatically leaves a line, and that's what we do here. We leave 2 lines. And then we move on to the choices. And it says please enter a number, and we're ready to do anything. Now to make sure it really handles many command line arguments, so we're going to first register, then access. And then it says, please enter your name. And we're going to say, well, Adams. And it says, please enter your age, that's 25. And it says, hi Adams, you're accepted in the club. Your membership code is blah, blah, blah. And please enter your membership code of the member you want to access. That's interesting. Now, we're going to access Adams, so that's 14785, just to make sure that he's added. And it says Adams is this. And then we register member, access member, or quit, or, yeah, we choose our number, and, well, let it be 6, and it says goodbye. Now, the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to comment, so that's printing the welcoming screen. And then what we do here is handling, no, not 33, handling command line arguments. You can really keep this args, but we're going to say it's arguments. And then we give it a little bit of ashes here. And then we're going to go here and say, well, let's copy that. Control, give me that, Control C, and give me that here, Control V. Perfect. And here we're handling, let's go, we're handling the terminal activity. And that's really after handling the command line arguments. So that's really everything to the tutorial. We learned how to use the shift command. We learned how to handle the command line arguments in a program. And yeah, that's really everything. So until the next tutorial, guys, see you later.